had to take off my masks and face all of my demons. It was one of the most grueling, challenging times of my life. I was severely addicted to methamphetamine, compulsive sexual behavior, and alcohol for many, many years. Hey guys, I'm life coach Rob Lopicola, specialized in behavioral health and sex addiction recovery. 13 years ago today, at the making of this video, I was arrested. Little did I know, when the U.S. Marshals came to my front door, I was outside collecting the mail. Little did I know, when they told me to get on the floor and put handcuffs on me, I would be in those handcuffs and shackled, metaphorically, for the next 5 years. Of those 5 years, I didn't see the sunshine for 36 months. My mother passed away 1 year before I came home, and it was one of the most difficult, challenging times of my life, where one, obviously I was isolated in incarceration, but also had to take off my masks and face all of my demons. It was one of the most grueling, challenging times of my life. I was severely addicted to methamphetamine, compulsive sexual behavior, and alcohol for many, many years. I was a successful NBC weatherman, but I was functioning in spite of the alcohol and the compulsive behaviors. Ultimately, I lost everything. Went bankrupt, homeless, sleeping on park benches and friends' couches, and I couldn't break the addiction to methamphetamine and compulsive sexual behavior. It took 13 years ago today to have handcuffs put on my wrist, to hear my mother sobbing terribly on the phone, my dad, both of who I love dearly, crying in fear of what I had done to my life. 13 years ago was the first day I finally surrendered and was willing to do what it took to change and transform my life. I'm grateful. I had a coach, his name's Tony. He completely changed and transformed my life in every possible way. If you are struggling with addiction, any addiction, and you are getting to the point where you're losing things out of your life, relationships, jobs, financial stability, your peace and serenity are gone, and you're feeling a certain level of hopelessness, as though you'll never get out of it. There's no way out. There's no other side to this. You feel as though this is how it has always been, and this is how it always will be. You're hopeless, you're broken, you're done, you're empty. If you feel that way, I am a testament to the truth that there is a way out. There is a new way of living. There's a new design for living. There is an opportunity for you to completely change and transform your life. I never believed it was possible for me to be a sober, clean person who's authentic, honest, loyal, with integrity and dignity. I don't have to look over my shoulder today to see what is happening behind me that I'm trying to keep secret. There's no double life today. There's no exhaustion. I'm not out running the streets at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning when all the other people are going to work and I'm looking for the next 50 bag or the next hookup on a dating app. I am authentic today. I sleep, I rest, I go jogging out in nature, I go to the gym, I give service and help to others who are in need of transforming their lives as well. This video is not about me. I'm sharing my story. This is about you. If you're broken and you're hurting, I get it. I know the pain. I know the agony. I know the misery. I know the fear of change. I know the desperate feeling of that hopelessness, that emptiness deep down inside, where you feel like you're never going to be the person you dream to be or hope to be. Or perhaps you'll never be the person you see others who just have that glow, that appeal, that centeredness, that connection to God or nature or the universe. You just won't get That, if you believe that, it's a lie. I lied to myself for so many years. I lied over and over that I was a failure, that I'm unlovable, that I'm not special, that I'm not a valid individual. My feelings were about self-loathing, self-hatred. I lived in shame and guilt and regret. No more. There's no shame today. There's no regret. There's no guilt. I'm an honest man today. I'm loyal. I'm authentic. And if you want to be authentic, and if you want to be a person of peace and serenity, where your dreams are really getting fulfilled in your life, whatever those dreams are, it's possible for you. Please use my testament that your entire life can change if you're just willing to do what it takes. You must be willing to do what it takes. If you want to gain that control back in your life, if you want to gain self-respect, if you want to gain the self-love that you're yearning for, if you're yearning for wholeness and connection to other people and God or nature or whatever it is for you, if you're looking for that connection, it's possible for you. But you don't have to stay in the destruction to get the illusion of wholeness, the illusion of being loved and wanted. You can stop running from you. You think you might be running to the sex or the drugs or the alcohol, or whatever your addiction is, and you feel as though you have to fight that addiction. Well, there is no fight. It's about you no longer running from you. It's about you getting to know you on a deep level. The trauma, the pain, the loneliness that you feel deep down inside. When you come to terms with that, when you develop a sense of self-love and self-care, you don't have to run to the substances or behaviors anymore. They may be a thought or a whisper in the back of your thoughts, but you don't have to go there anymore because you love yourself. You feel whole, you feel connected, you feel worthy. You know you're a valuable person. And I gotta be honest with you. You are lovable. You are beautiful. You are a valuable person. You can achieve anything in your life, and you can get out of the mess you're in, the chaos, the depression, the addiction, the turmoil, the toxicity, but you have to be willing to do what it takes. You find someone in your life who was where you're at right now, who's free, who's happy, who is content and peaceful and serene, perhaps successful as well. All you have to do is what that person did, and you'll get what that person has. If you want to be someone you've never been, you have to start doing the things you've never done. And remember, if nothing changes, nothing changes. My coach told me when I was arrested behind plexiglass and he was on the other side, he said, there's only one thing you need to change, Rob. Everything. And I did. I needed to change everything. My beliefs, my perceptions, my ideas, the story I told myself, about my addiction, about my trauma, about my childhood, about my past. I needed to change it all. It took some time. It took a lot of diligence, dedication, and commitment. I was ready to change. See, what had happened was the fear of change was less than the fear of staying the same. The pain of change was less than the pain of staying the same. Are you at the point where the fear and pain to change your life is less than staying where you are now? If you're at that turning point, if you have that desperation where you're willing to do what it takes, please let me help you. I'm a certified life coach. I specialize in behavioral health and sex addiction recovery. I did it. I found the way, but with help, with a coach, with guidance. My coach one day was where I was at. All I had to do was what he did, and I got what he had. And he's still my coach today. I still want to continue growing spiritually, emotionally, intellectually. There's no finish line. I still have setbacks. What do you do with your thoughts? Do you nurture the thoughts you have of old behaviors or the behaviors you're doing now? When you get the temptation or the urges or cravings, do you nurture those thoughts? See, if you nurture those thoughts, they take root and they grow. And then you'll go down the road of what you've been doing all along, addiction or destruction or chaos or toxic relationships. But you're not responsible for the first thought. You're responsible with what you do with that thought. What thoughts do you nurture? What thoughts do you water? What thoughts are you focusing on? Because your life is a product of your thoughts, what you're thinking, what you're looking at, what you're focused on. I have news for you. You don't have to battle and fight the substances or the behaviors that you don't want to do anymore. Even if you don't want to do them, if you're fighting them, that's what you're looking at. The urges and cravings will never go away because that's what you're looking at, even if you're fighting it. There's no need to fight. Wave your white flag. Surrender. No more need to fight. Change what you're looking at. Start changing what you're focusing on. Start changing your beliefs, your behaviors, your ideas, your perceptions. Start dealing with you. What have you been running from all along? All these months, years, or decades? I was running from me for decades. I built an amazing career, but I also built a destructive addiction. I created the addiction, and then I completely gave it more and more power till ultimately it destroyed my life. I was running from me. And for 13 years now, beginning today, 13 years ago, I decided to no longer run from me. I look in the mirror now. I can look in my eyes and I'm proud of me today, regardless of what I've done. I have hurt a lot of people. I hurt myself. I brought a lot of tears to people. My mom, my dad, disappointed the community. But today, I'm a new man. I changed my life by the guidance of my coach, by the guidance of therapy. I went to therapy for 3 years when I was released years ago. I did inpatient drug treatment when I was incarcerated. I became a minister when I was incarcerated. I needed to change everything, so I did whatever it took. And believe me, if any of you know anything about incarceration, there's drugs, alcohol, and sex. And when I was in there, I changed my life. No became a boundary for me. I started saying no to all the things that were destructive, and that no muscle was strengthened. So when I was released, I was a new man. I was ready to conquer the world, champion my life. I wanted to be an example. And here I am, 13 years, changed and transformed. And I want to help you change and transform your life and give you hope that your life can change. You're loved, you're wonderful, you're beautiful, and you're an excellent creation who is imperfect. Thanks so much for joining me today. I'm grateful. I love life. I love being authentic. And I want to help you get there as well. Be well. I'll see you again soon.